like this. My face is big.
No, your face is huge. Huge. Y-U-G-E. I'm gonna fix it. Hold on. Y'all say greet the people. You're live, damn it.
Oh, greet people.
Okay.
Hello. Good evening from Belgium. What can
Hello,
I
everyone.
say?
How are you guys doing?
Hi, people.
So, what's up for today, guys?
Good afternoon, everybody. This is Gerard in West Texas out here in the desert. I'm coming to you with another ancient knowledge, an ongoing discussion with Jonathan, Christine, and Susan. In that order, you're looking at the pictures, and it's me, God. I'm in the background. You don't see me. Now the introduction is done. They're going to roll with the show. I shall be here back and forth, but something's coming to kill me, so I got to deal with that, but I shall be back and forth.
Thanks, God.
Okay.
See you later, God.
Yep.
What's up with this COVID shit?
Right.
It warned me, and I started it off with a trigger.
You can't say those words.
And
No words. Now, this is the Wizard of Oz now. Didn't we just say don't say those words?
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah.
That switch just switched on at FBI headquarters. Just flip right on. There we go.
But
How's
God,
everyone
you
doing?
gave me free will. I'm allowed to say anything I want.
Okay.
Need to make a list of all the words.
Yeah. Anyhow,
Jeez.
let's see. Let's see what the sunny part of life. What's the sunny
Right.
part of life today?
I don't know. It's really sunny here. It's
Here too
nice
today.
weather.
It was like spring day for here, Belgium. We have no winter.
Yeah.
Only rain
Really?
season.
Yeah, we have about our winter here lasts about a week and a half.
Yeah, but normally,
To be honest. Yeah.
Normally
not
we
that
have
long.
a little bit more cold, but we didn't have yet cold.
Yeah.
I don't mind. I don't need the cold, but I'm
Right.
happy when it's not.
What do we
too
want to
cold.
talk about today?
Wait, you want to hear this? So last night, well, you probably don't want to hear it, but whatever. Last night, when I checked the weather, it was like 42 or something, right?
Mhm.
And then
Mhm.
over the night, it was going to go up to 50 at like
Mhm.
3 a.m. And then it was going to start getting cold during the day. While the sun rose, it got colder and colder. That's not fucking normal, people.
Oh my gosh.
Not
Yeah, but
normal to get
but-
hotter at night. You want to talk about flipping everything natural on its head? It got
Yeah.
hotter when the sun
It's not normal.
Really?
came out.
It went up 8 degrees
At
overnight.
night.
Yeah, at night
That's
it
not
went all the way
normal.
up from like 42 to 50, and then back down to like 37 by 9 a.m.
Okay, all right. So you get a scientist, you sit him down, and you show him these numbers. How the hell do they explain that stuff? You know?
Climate change. It's your plastic straws, you selfish son of a bitch.
Oh no. So
That's it.
Straws making it go up 8 degrees at 3 a.m.
no, but and at some places it's like super, super cold. Like if you see on Facebook, they're like everybody's freezing dead. Like Biden is right. It's gonna be a very cold, cold winter, but it is
Right.
cold in the north.
What was his phrase? Winter of death or something like that? It's
Dark winter.
dark winter. That's it. Dark.
Yeah.
Yeah, dark winter. With ice spiders as big as hounds.
Yeah.
And the White Walkers come.
Right, White Walkers. I was thinking Game of Thrones there, White Walkers and the
Yeah.
Winter King, and yeah. Mhm.
But that's the news.
Right.
That's the news every day. The plague is here. Everybody's come. Hide your babies. They're full of germs. Ice spiders and White Walkers. That's literally the news now.
I'm so happy I have no television.
Right.
Oh my
Right.
god.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I guess they weren't satisfied with just winter vagina or just that. They had to eat ice spiders. Is that a new thing? See, I'm like you, Christine. I don't watch TV, so I don't whatever fear mongering.
I'm really aloof from everything what is around me. For me, it's just I'm a little bit isolated, but that's all.
Ice
So
spiders. It's like some Dungeons and Dragons shit right there. You know, it's great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. But like, so, you know, like I said, it's a spell. Whatever. Get over it, people.
Yeah.
It's a spell.
Right.
You know, you can say that if you want. If you could put magical airwaves thoughts into the air to control other people's minds, it's a spell. That's the definition of a spell. So
it is. It is.
and
It is.
and
Yeah.
so like on Inspired, I think it's called, on YouTube, it's a channel.
Mhm.
And that Max Egan guy was on there, right? And he was talking about how like we are literally under a spell, right? And that people don't believe in magic and stuff, right? But magic happens all around us every day.
Mm.
It's everywhere, right? And like he was saying about the rabbit hole, and they show the symbolism and stuff and different things, because then you notice it and then you go down that rabbit hole, right? And now you're spending all your focus and attention going down this rabbit hole, which even if you discover the truth, what are you going to do? What is like CNN going to have you on to just expose all the people that run the world? You know what I mean? Like, even if you found out the truth, what's going to change, right? So but he was saying, and what happens is because you're distracted by that, you're missing the magic of the real world happening right now around you.
Right.
And
But
that's
that's what it's what GBT says. If you're a personality, you rise above. That's the people who are seeing the real magic and seeing through through all those lies.
What's words? That's what you know. Spells are always spoken, and I think half of their battle against us is keeping words out of our heads, and because words are ideas, and words are the building blocks of ideas, and they this is the English teacher in me coming out. They've been dumbing down the vocabulary.
Yeah, for sure.
In our civilization now for 100 years, or if not longer than that. You go back and you read a newspaper from 1850, and it's like, it's like, wow, this is really articulate. And it was considered nothing back then. You know, everyone could read at that level. So if you don't have the words, you can't think the thoughts, and if you can't think the thoughts, then that's mind control.
Yeah,
that's mind control right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I think like if I grew up, let's say I grew up in the middle of the jungle with nothing, right?
Right.
Like Tarzan, and just crash landed in the middle of the jungle and grew up around animals and stuff, right? I wouldn't know words, but I could still think thoughts.
Yes. Yeah. You would be better off than we are now.
Probably.
Because you would be better off than we are now, because you would be close to reality. You would be living in reality every day.
Yeah,
100%. 100%. You'd be in touch with nature. You'd be in sync with the plants and animals around you.
Yeah. And also, like in the like Song Renee says, in when we are young, we had to write really like cursive writing, and the subtlety from this description from everything around you was so much more than you'd pick now. A book, it's so dry. When you read book from the old authors like Jane Eyre and Tolkien, they have a description maybe from one mountain. It's 10 pages. And now it's 3 sentences. It's such a big difference.
Yeah. Back 100 years ago in this country, when most people were living off the land, or longer, there was the best of both worlds, because people then they knew how to make soap and how to make candles and how to raise chickens and feed themselves. And they were also incredibly self-taught and literate at the same time.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a good balance.
It was beautiful, and we were headed to something great. And I think that's when the industrialists set up their factory school.
Exactly.
destroyed it
It
all.
destroyed everything. In this case, this industrialization really made zombies from people.
Right.
So-
They took the English model and the Prussian model for schools and the English model for religion and for obedience to authority, and
Yeah.
they brought it over here, and it worked.
Oh, I have some sentences. It is from my guru, but it says what it was, and it says, "Please God, take away all the." I will read some of it. It's really like she puts it really on point. Can I read it?
Yeah.
So I take it, and it's like, wait, I'm gonna take it here. It's from my. So, and this is what is the society. She describes it like this. It's not nice. I mean, a guru is not really. Guru is not there to please you. It's there to tell the truth. But wait, okay, here it is. So she says, that's how she describes, and you can say maybe it's nice to comment. So the ghost of materialism has empowered the demons of the industrial production system with tremendous might to swallow the bodies and the minds of the millions. True,
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, and as a result, then 3 elements of earth, water, and air are polluted. We are releasing chemicals which deplete the ozone sphere and much more, and destroy marine life. We are cutting down the forest that used to protect the land, and everything, acid and rains are destroying the rest. But that was like 20 years ago, but now it's even worse. Then she says, you have manufactured hydrogen bombs and leave behind atomic plants and radioactive waste, which represents a threat for hundreds of years to come. Modern weaponry has transformed war into a faceless butchery of unprecedented proportion. Arms dealers are building economic empires by selling debt. As a consequence of this and related genocides, there are millions of boots hunting the planet. She means entities who do not find peace. People who died in a war, who are not ready to die, they just are around. They don't know where to go, not to go up. So that's because of those wars. Then electronic machinery and mechanization may transform the human brain into a collection of robotic processes. Biotechnology and genetic manipulation may release harmful substances or lead to the creation of monstrous creatures. The destruction of innocence dooms our children, our families, and heralds the dissolution of society. Violence and the perversion of sex in the media pollutes the consciousness of the masses. The disease of modern life, such as cancer, AIDS, and insanity, are the direct result of our self-made hellish environment. Drugs and alcohol throw people into a regression of their consciousness. Because people cannot no longer feel their heart, social services are breaking down. The hospital system tries to make money on its guinea pigs, and lawyers have graduated to professional crooks. The banking system does not so much encourage productive and useful activities as protect the unethical accumulation of wealth. Corrupt government and politicians cannot handle the problems of the Kali Yuga, but on the contrary, can only massively add to them. Political dictatorship and religious fanaticism have given an official seal to mindless violence. Voilà. And at least in this country, it's just in America then, but it's for everyone. The land of integration should be the land of integration. The brain of the people has been atomized into little bits and fragments. Hence, those brains are unable to get the vision of the whole, the vision of your plan, the vision of a golden future. But that's like 30 years ago she wrote this.
So that would be in the 80s.
Yeah, for sure.
Wow.
So, and she's totally right. It's exactly what is. Yeah, it's not like. Very true.
Yeah.
And then she says you have to pray for forgiveness because otherwise you might not. I mean, for
Right.
ourselves and for other people.
Well, we need help.
Yeah, we need really
We
help.
need help.
Yes. Mm.
We need help.
And she says, yeah. Mm.
And I think help will come if we choose to
Yeah.
seek it. If we choose to, okay, we're going to actually do something about this and try and change
Yes.
it. I mean, if enough of us do that.
Yeah, I think help will come if we help ourselves.
That's
Yes.
right.
And also we have to leave the addiction of materialism. She said the worst sin in this world is materialism. Your spirit has go to lower levels. Every decade it goes to a lower level. And that's why, you are totally make yourself slave. Mhm.
It's the idea that the physical is the only reality.
Yeah.
That is poison. That is what's, sorry, my battery's low here.
Yeah, but I just was thinking about this earlier today, right? Because, like, well, like, of course, I'm a human being, right? Humans are social creatures. I want to be a part of the group, right? You know what I mean? But if the group is killing itself, like, maybe I shouldn't be a part of the group.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And like, I keep being like, first of all, I can't save the world. I don't have that power, right? But secondly, like, I keep being like, when is everybody gonna do something, right? Well, if nobody's gonna do something, then I have to do what I have to do for me, right? So I think
you can only save yourself.
a lot of us keep waiting for when the revolution or
I think
it's not like you have to do for yourself, and that means like. Yeah, like, because for what I think I need to do, dude, I gotta cut ties with a lot of people, move far away and all that, and it sucks, and I don't really want to do that just yet, but it's getting crazy. This world is...
Yeah, I think, you have to save yourself. I mean, first and foremost, like in a plane, you cannot, if you don't put on, if your plane is crashing or going, you first have to put your... thing on to for the air, and then later on you can help other people. It's the same. You really have to have first your plan, and then you can take people with to help. But with the same mind and the same peaceful attitude is not going to be easy, I think, because people will be panic.
But, that's dude, it's insane, okay? Because all kinds of crazy shit is happening. All kinds of truths are being exposed. All kind of like things that they said were laws weren't actually laws, and now like courts are saying that they're not laws. And yet 50% of the public is still acting like that never happens and all this shit before it. And so we're at the point where these people are so in I don't even know. I don't know. They don't want to lie to. I don't know. They're so
psychose.
they're literally psychotic now.
We're going to see more and more of that.
It's a mental health situation.
Yeah, that's what.
No matter how much you show them, and they don't. It doesn't connect.
True. That's what Robert Malone from the CEO, the last, he's gone out of Pfizer. He said it's a mass psychose. Also, Matthias de Smet from Belgium. He talked with a lot of podcasts on television, and he explains it very well how we are totally in that kind of tunnel vision, and which is always what they do when they want to go to a war. I mean, when they want to enter the people into a war, that they make your mind like that. Like just the same happened in the Second World War.
Yeah.
It's just literally poisoning the mind, and too many people still fall for it.
Oh yeah, war is coming. Like, I don't care what anybody says, war is coming. Maybe it won't be on American soil, but I think we're shit out of luck. And this
Europe,
time, sure, it's gonna be close. I know that. Yeah. It's gonna be bad. I know that. War is definitely coming this year.
It'll be in certain areas.
That's I think unavoidable. If you saw, we saw Karen Hamaker. Did you see it, Jonathan?
What's that?
That from 2022 in the stars, like the years to come, like Karen Hamaker. I give you the link. You saw it
Yeah.
there?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw
She was,
some of it.
and
Is
she said, yeah,
is
totally
she an
on point.
astrologer? Is she
Yeah,
an astrologer?
she's
Okay.
astrologer.
but
She's
she's
one of the
from-
best. Yeah.
Where is she from? Because you have to read the
She's
subtitle.
from Holland, the subtitles. She's from Holland,
Okay.
so she speaks my language. But she said, yeah, now this constellation is
Uh-huh.
like 70 years ago it was the same, but not in Capricorn. But this is even more difficult. This never happened before. So I thought, okay, this is the reset. The Earth is going to reset her again because that's.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I mean, it feels like this is. We could not tell what it will be, but this is cannot be something light. It's going to be very, 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 very heavy. She really expects a war.
Yeah, and like if you think about it in the 26,000 year cycle of Earth, because we always just we have no conception of time. I don't care. I don't care if you're always on time, you still have no conception of time. Because we don't. But on the 26,000 year cycle of the Earth, when we entered the age of Aquarius, we entered the winter equinox of that cycle.
Yes.
And the winter is when everything dies, so it can be reborn. So, and then Pluto and Capricorn, like the universe is literally like, okay, this shit is crazy. It's got to die, and things have to be reborn in a new way.
It's actually really,
and
that is why all those predictions, the prophecies, they will just happen because they say it's going to be very, very hard, and then the golden age will come. And I cannot see another way out of it. I don't know. But then again, if you follow the right path, you stay on the red path, like the natives would say, you're okay. You will be saved.
Yeah.
Or you'll just be invisible for all violence.
And those people, those shamans have been telling us for however long as we've been listening, you have to reestablish your connection with spirit if you're going to survive.
Yeah.
You know, that's what the essence of the Hopi prophecies is. That's what the shaman that talked to Grant Hancock, that's what he told him. You know, is that Westerners have lost their connection with spirit, and you need to get it back.
Yeah.
Otherwise you're done.
You need the guidance from deep within. Otherwise, you cannot control it. Otherwise, you get lost in the chaos. But if you stay in the axis, like you from the wheel, not on the edge. If you're on the edge, you're like turning like crazy with all the happening outside you. But if you stay in the axe, you can watch what is happening, but you're not getting affected.
Thrown off. Yeah.
So
that's the symbolism of the wheel.
Yeah.
Yeah. The symbolism of the wheel.
Yeah. So, Dana, I was going to say something. I forgot. What did you say, Jonathan, before Christine talked?
Sorry.
No, it's not your fault. I don't have focus. It's fine. You can ask Joe. You can ask anyone that knows me.
I was talking about what the shamans were saying to us about reconnecting with spirit.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Because there was another part of that Graham Hancock when he shared his experience.
Yes.
And he said that when you severed your connection to nature, you severed your connection with spirit. And then there was another thing, and I think it had to do with Graham Hancock. And he said when we connected, severed our connection with the stars, we severed, right? So basically, like, we are nature, and we always think of ourselves separate from nature, like trying to survive in nature, but that's not, we're natural too. And that's what I mean. Like, think about it. Like, so all of that has led up to transhumanism. Because if you sever the connection to nature and you don't think you're a natural being anymore, it's not a big deal to be like, well, I could have laser eyes if they let them microchip me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, talking about transhumanism and materialism, transhumanism is just the natural progression of materialism.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was bound to happen, because materialism is about reducing existence to the physical. Well, that's what they're trying to do with human consciousness.
Yeah.
Is to eliminate all of our higher capability.
Yeah,
surgically,
exactly.
chemically, pharmaceutically, in
Everything.
terms of our zeitgeist, our worldview, everything they're trying to do to us is to limit us to, like the Matrix says, a copper top, an energy
Yeah.
source.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Even with what you said about dying in war and being stuck here and stuff. Like I said, I think it's some weird thing where they do really feed off our energy, and even when we're dead, we're still, our bodies are dead, but our energy still exists.
Yes.
So and I do think negative energy fuels whatever's feeding on us right now.
It's scary. No, I want to really, I don't know. Yeah, I really think if you die, and I don't want to give my body parts to a donation, because if you
No.
die, every cell is your consciousness is in every cell of your body, and that belongs to you. So whatever you give to another person, you still, something of you is alive in the other person, and that should not be, because you cannot go to the other realm.
Right.
A student should not do that.
Like your guru said, like fragment it.
Yeah.
Right? Like fragmented minds, fragmented spirits. And then like even in the Book of the Dead, like, I mean, and Tibetan Book of the Dead, and which I haven't read yet, but from my understanding, all these ancient Book of the Deads, there's chapters upon chapters on the meticulous care of the body after you die, because
Right.
it's essential to your spirit going to the next level
Yes.
up. Like your body gets messed up, and that's why I always say, because it's so messed up, because I know my family and they're gonna fill me with formaldehyde.
Yeah,
I know it. They don't listen to me for shit. But I'm telling you, the way they bury us is so wrong. And filling us with all that formaldehyde and putting us in a metal box to like weirdly goo out in, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's so a spell.
Yeah.
And it's terrible.
In India, so
disgusting.
In India, when they bury people, they do cremate them, and it's so they know, and then they wait, and then they watch the crows, and they tell them if the spirit has gone to another level. So if the crows don't come near, because they put some feet somewhere where the body has burned, then it means that the spirit is not yet went to a higher level. So they will stay and they will pray for that soul to go higher. You don't stay here, go higher. But they can check that. But that's old ways of they still have that ancient knowledge that it's very important to know that you can go to the next level. I think we will, because we're kind of consciousness, but still we are not really, there's nobody to guide us, to help us.
No.
We're alone, totally alone.
Yeah, we're all winging it. We're all winging it with our souls. How screwed up is that? Let's just wing it and hope for the best.
Yeah, let's hope for the best. Oh my God, it's it's the wild. How would you say? It's the Wild West in another.
Out west on the spiritual realm right now. Yep.
Yeah.
That is how we learn, though. That is how we learn. Being left to our own devices.
Yeah.
It really is. I mean, yeah, it sucks, but one other thing I was reading this week, some ET stuff, some UFO stuff, and some researchers claim that different advanced civilizations take their criminals and psychopaths and dump them here on Earth.
Oh, really?
And, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
I just want to say that you said aliens, and look who popped up.
Yeah, I was thinking.
Look, shut your mouth. Nobody asked you, woman. Nobody asked you anything. Did anybody say, Susan, it's your turn to watch Gerard? Just please let us know when he feels the conversation is worth his time. Nobody said, Susan, it's your turn to watch Gerard. Okay? Okay. Maybe I hit the button on accident. Maybe it was a slip. Maybe my finger was in the wrong spot. All that's possible. Damn it. This woman knows me too well. Jonathan, please say that again.
Speaking about aliens, there have been UFOs spotted above Antwerp in Belgium.
Really?
Yeah, UFOs spotted in Belgium.
Are they landing? Are they saying, "Hey, we're going to spend time with the humans and help them because we love them"? Or are they just taking pictures and flying away as usual? Like, look at the crazy
Anyhow, I
people.
don't know.
They all going to die. They don't know it yet.
I just watched at my brother's place. I was there one evening, and then I watched a little bit television, and then they told it they spotted UFOs, but they were not sure if they were UFOs. But anyhow, so that's the only thing I know about it. But
Yeah, 2
anyhow.
days ago, I
He's
saw
gone
a
again.
UFO.
He's gone.
I know. It was either a UFO or a DARPA experiment. Either
Yeah,
way.
probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, probably it's not a UFO.
Yeah.
No, probably not.
No, because the thing, the Jabby thing is gonna to its end, so that something new has to come.
Mhm.
You know.
There's always something new, isn't there?
Yeah, the Jabby thing is going to its end because everywhere they know it's so they need a new event to scare. So
Yeah.
there you
Yeah.
have it. It's alien stuff.
Yeah, not everybody though, because I'm telling you, at least 30% of the population is still die hard.
Yeah, true.
Death rate.
For sure.
Even though it's been 2 years.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
You know, it may sound cold, but I don't have any compassion at all for those people. That I mean, I'm sorry. You know, if you're so blind, so willfully blind that you refuse to even look at how corporations are manipulating us, then you deserve what you get. I'm sorry.
Yeah, true. I have the same feeling. It's enough.
I can't wait to laugh in their faces at the FEMA camp. I can't. Like, I live for that moment. I'm going to walk right up to them and be like, ha ha ha, who's crazy now? Who's the crazy lady? Oh, I can't wait.
Yeah, for sure.
And I know how to work in those kind of places. So yeah, you're gonna have to be begging me for some soap and shit. Yeah. Damn it. I was gonna say, when you were talking about the schools though, I wrote this down, right? And like, you know, they're set up for indoctrination. And like we all know, right? Like, because most kids on an IQ score in kindergarten all test as geniuses. The majority of students in like kindergarten test at a genius level. But by the time they're in 12th grade, only like 3% level, right? Because they indoctrinate all the creativity. Like it literally just sucks everything out of you, right? And that American God show I talk about all the time, and Mr. World, the new God that wants to just be like one world government, take over everything. He tricked this boy called Tech Boy. He was the god of technology. Into working with him and everything. But here what he did was he was actually human innovation. He was the god of innovation, the god of creativity. He was human innovation. And so what happened was every time human innovation and creativity evolved, he would evolve and forget some of his, you know, past life, right? I guess you could say, right? So at the end of the season, he locks him away. He remembers who he is, and Mr. World locks him away because without innovation, without creativity, the human race can't evolve. And all of this shit sucks out our creativity.
Yeah.
School, the internet, TV, work.
Exactly.
It just drains all your creativity.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like the living and the dead.
Yeah.
It really is. You know? I see it every day in the classrooms. And, you know, my job is to try and reawaken the dead. It's tough, but you know, you can, another thing is you can always tell a student that comes into your class that has been homeschooled because they look you right in and they actually,
Wow. Mhm.
interact with you too. That's a dead giveaway right there. Sorry, I'm just kind of depressed today. It's just like
Yeah, it is.
it's the beginning of the semester, and I'm like,
Oh yeah.
But anyway, it's there's no greater measure of our spiritual bankruptcy than our education system, and no greater measure of the brutality of the system than what it does to children.
Yeah,
in
that's
these stucco boxes.
it's
for
so
12
painful. It's so painful to watch.
It is. It beats the It's like Susan just said. It beats the creativity out of it, and creativity is life. Creativity is spirit. That's what spirit is. It's the creative.
Yeah, and just to give everyone a heads up, all schools, you know how all schools in America are built in that weird big brick and the colors they're painted like that off-white or that weird blue or that weird green, right? Like they're all the same, right?
Yeah.
Just to let everybody know, that's exactly what the inside of a jail and the inside of a psych ward look like. just an FYI.
Right.
Exactly. Like it's set up as a school. Just so you know.
Well, the bells, time,
and nobody asked why Susan knows what the inside of a psych ward looks like.
I think they probably know by now. Reptilians are real and they're eating babies.
Yeah. They do.
They do. And
they do. They really do. I believe that too. It's for sure.
6 o'clock and give you the weather. Yeah.
See, he just pops in, throws a bomb in the room and then scoots out again. That's what Gerard's doing.
He acts like he's busy, but I see all the comments coming up.
Anyway.
Yeah. So I have Marcus Aurelius quotes on hand if you want to.
Yeah, do. Yeah.
Okay, but they're short.
It's okay.
It's okay.
We'll talk about that.
Oh, here's a good one. First one.
Okay.
You have power over your mind, not outside events. Yeah. Realize this and you will find strength.
Right. That's the mind is something that we can control.
Yeah.
We have
it's
total control
it's becoming your own master, not letting be out of your center because of influences from outside. Even people around us, if we easily get upset or easily react then we're not in our center. So if our mind is very strong, we just watch, we don't agree, but we keep on doing what we need to do.
And that's
no, but it's so hard not to pick sides.
Yes, it is true. It's very hard. It's not. Nobody said it was easy, but it is. But it's the truth.
It's like I'm watching these people enslave humanity, and I'm like, how do you stay in the middle?
Yeah, true. It's impossible almost.
Yeah.
But we have no other choice. I mean, now we're still okay, but soon. There is no other choice than stay in the center and
right.
Hi, Gerard. Gerard's on Mars, everybody.
Look, I just came in and wasn't nobody talking about nothing. So
You're like, oh shit, they got quiet. You go in there.
Okay. Next quote.
Okay, next quote. The happiness of your life depends upon the quality of your thoughts. That's
happy life. Happy wife, happy life. One thing.
Happy life. Oh, but I saw something about that was good. Like if you're happy, the other person will be happy. Like if you're
Yeah,
happy
true.
with yourself, the other person.
Yeah, you have to be happy with yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah. Start with yourself.
Yeah. I don't know. This is getting boring, guys.
Come.
Come on, we got to throw in some aliens or UFOs or Egypt or something. Come on, Gerard. Come on, you're quick.
Oh, come on, Gerard, me. Y'all's talking trash. Don't be on. Don't come on, Gerard. What, am I your entertainment? Huh? Am I here for your laughter and your fun? Is that my purpose in life?
Yeah.
Huh? Gerard, nothing. Y'all supposed to be teaching me, damn it. Ancient knowledge. Give me some ancient knowledge. Saying I jump in and just with some aliens. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
y'all doing great.
We weren't prepared at all.
Y'all are
today.
doing great.
Yeah.
Yeah, but just okay. The next quote. Maybe we can make something. Yeah, next quote. Just keep on. Something will come out. So
Drop some truth bombs. You know, I was doing on TikTok earlier. I was reading Jacques Fresco quotes. Jacques Fresco quotes are amazing, and a lot of his wisdom is based in philosophy, philosophical knowledge. So you can do those too. But y'all are doing great. The people are responding. People are laughing and giggling. I'm paying attention. I'm actually listening in class.
You are?
And yes, I'm busy. Yes, I'm busy. Even though I press comments, that does not mean I'm not busy, Susan. That means that I'm listening to the room, and I put down. I come over here, check the comments, and I put something up.
Yeah, but you don't find anything anymore on Facebook because everything is censored. Everything, and even on YouTube, I was looking for videos, can't find them anymore. Almost nothing. So I went.
Because
I don't know it yet.
Because of what was said earlier, which was fantastic, which is this is witchcraft. TV is witchcraft. Media is witchcraft. They've created their own realities, and they literally can delete reality, and people forget it's there. They don't have a link. They forgot what was said, and that was that's the whole benefit of books, right? The whole benefit of a book is you can't go back and delete it. You can't change history. We've literally given the 0.01% a time machine. They can go back and delete history anytime they want, and it doesn't actually exist anymore. Like, this is the problem with not changing the world right now. But I am paying attention, and that was proof that I'm paying attention.
Yeah, true.
That's true.
Okay. No, it is. Everything is erased.
Back to that magic thing, though, right? So he was talking about how there's natural law and then there's man-made law, right? And natural law is the law of light, and man-made law is the law of dark, right? Which pointed out, I right? That's why America, the law book, to give you every law ever of the United States, is called the Black's Law Dictionary.
Oh, really?
Right.
Yeah, it is.
And he was saying how when it comes to, yep, it's you. I said black law. I'm being racist. So anyway, he was saying that so with words and spelling and stuff, right? That natural law doesn't have to be written down because you know it.
Yeah, true.
Right?
It's inside.
Right.
Yeah, because innately you're born knowing what's good and bad, what's right and wrong, what's you know what I mean? Like even a child.
We hold these truths to be self-evident.
Self-evident. You don't need to read them. Yeah, because you know them. Yeah.
And if someone attacks them, it's like you're basically saying that 2 + 2 = 5 when you attack natural law, because they are self-evident.
Right.
And you don't need to prove them because they are truth.
Yeah.
And
like he was saying how ancient Sanskrit, Egyptian hieroglyphs, even China, they don't spell cast like we do. We just spell cast ourselves.
The language is much more deeper.
And people think that's crazy, but you know what? a big deal with witchcraft is one, you keep a grimoire and write down your spells because it makes them more powerful.
Mhm.
2, you write it over and over again. You write it 3 times, 6 times, 9 times. You write it like what your intentions are if you're doing
Yeah,
like
but it's like it's an
yeah, I
affirmation
don't
in
do
the
psycho
negative.
witchcraft.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah, but that's
saying,
an affirmation on the negative one, the negative affirmations. Because if you want to do positive, you do a positive affirmation, and you try to do to make it feel that it's real. But when you do the opposite, then it's like witchcraft because you keep on repeating, and it
right.
comes through.
Right.
Yeah.
And I feel like anything positive, like he was saying, without words, you can, it comes from your mind and your heart. You don't need to write it down unless you're
Yeah.
doing some weird negativity shit. That's how I feel. That's just my personal perspective. But I think it's interesting that all that was brought up, right? And then like even that lady, she does the whole job, which job was meant to suffer or suffering. Back in the day, that word job meant suffering. And
Really?
and then like we do with the work week, right? And we look forward to the weekend, and that's the weekend of the deal. And
Yes.
like, so our words literally, like good morning. I hate saying that, even though I say it every day. I hate saying that because it really is like good morning, you just woke up and you're dead and going to work, slave. Like that's what I'm saying to people, you know, and it really is like that. And we have to like, and then, but what I was saying is the emerald tablets.
Mhm.
They say that that's supposed to be that was meant to be read in the language of light, right? It's just a knowing. You can't write it down and get it. You have to like hear it, feel it, know it.
You know, about that good morning, Susan. I was once doing a sweat lodge, that's a long time ago, and then he was talking, you have to be in contact with nature, and then he said, but you white people don't say good morning to nature because it's an insult for nature. I didn't get it now then, but maybe you're right. It was like that's not like having contact. It's something you sense. You need. It's more like sensing. It's not talking, and it's not. But I mean, he was actually explaining very well how native makes contact with nature, and he really did, and how white people try to imitate it and make themselves so ridiculous. I mean, yeah, it was like fun. He was making jokes about it, but anyhow, he made his point. So
Something, Susan, something you said a minute ago. Put this in mind. And
I missed the
talking
point.
about. Go ahead, Gerard.
What?
Anyway, something you said a minute ago, Susan, about work, and and about the weekend, and about hating, Westerners, Western civilization, and the attitude that we have towards work and jobs, and how much everyone hates their job. And that is another casualty of the materialist worldview.
Yeah. Now you're talking.
Before materialism came along, work was something that was viewed through the understanding that what you did was what you were called to do by your nature.
And that's
something that Plato talks about in the Republic. And it's your vocation is what the universe is calling you to do. That one special thing that the universe is calling you to do. That is in your soul.
Yeah. And another thing, Jonathan, it's like because we do a job, and then there was an African shaman, and he said, "Yeah, you're doing your job, but that's why you talk. When can we go on retirement? That means I'm tired of my life." But we never say that word doesn't exist in an authentic civilization. There is no retirement because you don't need to retire from the things you hated to do.
Right.
And if you watch someone that is in their vocation, not their job, but their vocation, their calling, you can't tear them away from it.
No.
They love doing what they do.
Mhm.
You know, sometimes, you know, it's like 3 PM and they're just, you know, they're just working and they've lost all track of time.
Yeah,
And
that is when
they
you're
forgot
doing
to
well.
eat because, you know, what they're doing is so engrossing, so mentally and spiritually captivating to them that they don't want to do anything else. That's
Yeah.
human life. That's real creative human life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like where you don't feel like, you know, like you don't come home like, I hate life. Like,
Yeah.
that should end your day. Yeah.
You know, the things that we've created, the systems that we've created, they're not fit for human consumption.
No.
All the work that we do, human beings shouldn't be doing that.
Mm.
You know?
Yeah, consumption is also something.
Sort of factory mind, the factory
Mm.
mind. You know, this automatic behavior. You know, pulling a lever. You know, 5,000 times every day.
Yeah, and consumption, how more we consume, how more slave we are, because that is
Right.
very passive, apathic, and some apathic thing, behavior. Consume,
Industry,
consume,
you know,
consume, consume.
Consumption and industry without art, without creativity is brutality.
Even if you don't have to go so long back when Art Deco and Art Nouveau, that's really wonderful. You see how beautiful, what beauty they lay in their art and in their design, and you can see. I mean, it's totally different.
It is
arena. It was much more,
yeah.
warm and welcoming. Like you create yourself an environment which is nice to live in. And now it's all concrete and dead, like pig hawks. Like that's where you put pigs in or animals in squarey concrete. Yeah, we're not much more than that. Anyway, it's animal farm.
If you want to understand any given civilization and what they hold and what they value, look at what they build.
Yeah.
Just look at what they build. What do we build? Bombs. And Walmarts.
And plastic shit that you don't need.
Yeah.
That don't, because that's the other thing too. Like even like, because I'm always like, we just make so much junk and shit, and it's just shit, and it's just it doesn't even serve a purpose. You know what I mean? Like a little plastic cat or something. You know, and then I was thinking like, back in the day, when we didn't have all this high production stuff, people still had those things, but they were crafted and handmade and like, you know what I mean?
Beautiful.
Like somebody got a chicken for it, and then they were able to feed their family.
Right.
And so like we could still have those little things that we like. It just doesn't have to be so overproduced, shitty.
Yeah, robotic. Yeah, but that is even with dresses and clothes. You had before my mother, they made their dresses, but they didn't like have tens of millions of dresses. They just have a few dresses. They made them themselves, very beautiful with broderie. I mean, which you like, with your own taste. And it was self-made. It had something, and you can see those dresses were really beautiful. They had, now it's like consumption. It's like 5 million yellow dresses, 5 million red dresses, and pants, all the same. There's no personality in it. All very eccentric, So it's what Ann Jones says. This industrial drudgery makes think of Charlie Chaplin's Modern Times.
Good example. Good example.
It's a great example.
Yes. Yeah. You know, that's and Charlie Chaplin. He is someone that does really truly embody the trickster archetype. Definitely.
And sometimes
it's the trickster archetype.
Good timing, right? Good timing, right, Sue?
Trickster, also known as the fool.
And just all these things. It's the way.
That was great.
And it might
here to sing us a song.
Silver screen. It's the race.
What's that? American Joe Floortail, Johnny, not Johnny Appleseed. Willie? Was it Willie or Johnny? He did the railroad.
Yeah.
You know who I'm talking about?
Paul Bunyan?
Roads.
Paul Bunyan?
Is that the song?
No, Paul Bunyan was the trees with the blue cow.
Right.
Blue bull.
Right. Babe the Blue
No,
Ox.
it was
Yes.
Yeah. And he was like, I'll build the railroad faster than the train or whatever.
Right.
Do you remember?
Right. Man versus machine, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. What was that guy's name?
Oh, because I was going to say it's Gerard.
Mhm.
Someone has to know. Oh, I'm finding that song. Disney
No.
made a cartoon about it. Finding it and I'm sending it
Right.
to him.
His first name was John.
John Henry.
John Henry. That's it. John Henry.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
Gerard.
Yep.
I'm finding that song. Oh,
He
I'm
froze.
finding it now.
Mhm.
I know he froze again.
Okay. Now I wanted to say something. I lost it now. So my God, my memory is so full of clouds. I don't remember anything anymore.
Mm.
Oh,
Full of aluminum.
yeah, probably. Yeah, I'm getting outside.
Chemtrails.
I forget everything.
I forget everything already. I do.
That's crazy.
I'm gonna need a leash and a bell when I'm like 67.
I already need it now. Oh.
Oh,
Okay.
come on.
And there is something what I wanted to say about.
All right, hold on.
Oh,
Was it a Johnny Cash song?
Johnny Cash.
Sorry.
Ah, yeah, Johnny Cash.
Might have been a Johnny Cash song.
Oh, come on.
Ah,
I
you're
just-
right. Rainbow Fire. That
You need
I
to
remember.
find it and play it for us.
I
Okay.
know, that's what I'm trying to do.
Mm.
I want Gerard to play it because he knows how to do all the background stuff. I don't know how to do
Oh,
that.
Technology.
This is such a terrible life. Next week we have to be more prepared.
Mm.
Seriously. I don't even know how anyone's watching us this point.
Yeah, it's just
I'll calm myself out.
a cozy
Well,
chat.
next week I'll be out with Gerard, so I'll be there like, okay, Gerard.
Okay, you
we're doing
can.
a
Yeah.
live right now.
All right. I know, I'm trying to bust his balls on live. I'm doing songs to make fun of him. For being alone and black in the desert. And I'm like, why is there they think I'm racist? Because it's funny. God. Like people don't talk about me being white. I'm not stupid.
There he is. There he is.
Sweat in the evening.
John Henry. I didn't say anything unfactual.
Anytime for the cloud. Hear Joe smile and all the fear to rain.
Gerard, are you here? I think we're dying.
When I can.
We're dying on live.
He's,
And he
yeah.
just comes back in once
I
in a while.
never did change
Back up for a
much,
second.
but I'm sure enough. Upper room band.
Okay.
It's full moon. It's full moon today. Maybe that's why.
Yeah,
I
it
felt
is.
like-
Full moon and
It is.
Cancer, right?
Mm.
Oh, that's probably why
Yay.
he was mad.
Yeah, that's why. But it's
Fingers
Wolf
stiff
moon.
been burning.
yeah, it's really a nice full
And I
moon.
It's 100 degrees.
Oh, on a Leo egotistical note, I was
And I
to the North Node, Neptune trine the North Node. And
Yeah.
dude, if I
What?
could get my shit together, I could be awesome.
Jughead, hollow, black
I could just
on
get
it.
my shit together. Yeah.
What was that?
my my Neptune trine's the North Node, my North
Oh
Node.
yeah. Oh,
So I
that's
was
good.
looking into it, and it's tied a lot to karmic past and past lives, and it even said like, you in your subconscious you have deep hidden things from past
Ah,
lives.
but that's in Taurus. You have your North
Yeah.
Node in Taurus. Ah, yeah, and Uran is all full.
No,
Wow.
North Node is in Scorpio. South Node is in Taurus.
Wow.
My
Yeah, but
North
we have a house 1 and house 7, North and South Node for us.
Yeah.
It's gonna be
So
strong here.
well, mine's 12 and 6. My North Node's in 12.
Mine is in now or
Now, yeah. Now it's in 1. Yeah. But
Mine-
so
My North Node is Pisces in the first.
Oh, wow.
No, but yeah, mine now is in balance in 11. So
okay.
so I'm not in.
So Neptune trine the North Node, South Node, it means that like so I have so it's subconscious, like a lot of past lives and shit or whatever,
Yes.
at least memories somewhere hidden in my subconscious, which is probably why I had those 3 dreams all the time. And but it was like it was like saying all this stuff about how like, you know, if you find the balance, you can achieve your destiny. And I don't know, I forget. But it was like, holy shit, I could be awesome. I could get my shit together.
Good, you are. You
I just
are.
do crazy good shit. Yeah.
And you know, the North Node in Taurus, you should be on the land and doing everything with herbs and plants and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Oh, that was the other thing I was going to say about the magic or whatever, that like he was saying, like you go down a rabbit hole and you get distracted, and we're all under a magic spell because we've all been spell casted for at least 2,000 years. And what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, right. But so me personally, when I was thinking about, right, because like so I had like really no life. I was really a hermit for like a couple years recently. And so like I literally spent like 3 to 5 days a week out in the woods by myself, right? Sometimes with my kids, most of the time by myself. And like that's what I mean. I learned about plants, I learned about foraging, I learned about trees. I somehow became more confident in myself and started
and that is North Node in Taurus.
And all of that was just by being in nature. And it was just, and like, so when we say we miss the magic, right? We do. You don't understand when you're by yourself and the sun's going down and it's coming through the trees here. It really does affect you in a way that changes you. And it's just simple magic. It's just being alive in the moment. That's magic, and we take it for granted because we have all this stuff in the here and now. And
we are always that's the main thing
on the TV. You know what I mean? Like, but that's not real.
Yeah, just go camping for like 3 weeks. I was camping in Canada. That's a long, not so long time ago, but then before all those things here. Was wonderful. Actually, you don't want to leave it because it was amazing. You're all the time in the nature, and you really get easily, actually kind of easily is maybe back in tune with nature. Just spend 1 year in nature and you will be okay for sure.
It changes your whole mindset.
Silence
being,
is
like
magical.
your being, you feel better. It, you know what I mean? It's just and that's why like I always say, like we live in such an unnatural world, because if it was more natural, we wouldn't be as controlled as easily. We wouldn't be as easily manipulated, because we would be more reliant on ourselves and our senses than what other people are telling us is real.
Yeah, exactly. And that's where we have to go back to.
Yeah.
That's why the native people were so strong in their own, because they just only trusted their spirit. They knew everything from within, and were absolutely not attracted to the world we were having, the white people's world. That's why they fought them and killed them, because they knew those people will not change to our ways of life if we don't force them. I mean, those evildoers, whatever you can call them.
I have it's funny. I just saved this the other day. I don't know if it's a real quote or not, though. Well, here's that. Watch, it'll take me forever to find it. Or I didn't save it. Oh, here we go. Oh, it says Indian Chief Two Eagles was asked by a white government official, "You have observed the white man for 90 years. You've seen his wars and his technological advances. You've seen his progress and the damage he's done." The chief nodded in agreement. The official continued, "Considering all these events, in your opinion, where did the white man go wrong?" The chief stared at the government official and replied, "When white man find land, Indians running it, no taxes, no debt, plenty of buffalo, plenty of beaver, clean water.
Yeah.
Women did all the work, medicine man free. Indian man spent all day hunting and fishing, having sex all night. Only a white man dumb enough to think he could approve that system."
Yeah, I know that quote. But I was not so happy for me. The women had to really work very hard. So yeah, I don't know if I would agree with everything.
Yeah, the men worked hard too. Yeah,
True. They took probably also good care. Anyhow, yeah, it's the way it is, the way it was.
Yeah. Yeah, Louis C.K. does a stand-up about that.
Oh yeah, and you really have to read. Yeah, you really have to read that book, Neither Wolf Nor Dog. Actually, that's a good book to read in ancient knowledge too. But that's an ancient native knowledge from your country. Excellent book. You would love it.
Yeah, there's a lot of books I have to read. Oh, want to hear something funny? Great. Oh, I wish I could show it. It probably ain't gonna come up. Okay, wait. All right. So wait. Okay. Damn it. I'm gonna have to say trigger words, but oh well. So yesterday, right? On the Weather Channel newsy thing, right? It said 0 new cases. Like today in the United States, 0 new cases. Today in New Jersey, 0 new cases. Today. I live in Gloucester County. So today in Gloucester County, New Jersey, 728 new cases. Well, is Gloucester County, New Jersey, not in New Jersey or in the United States? Right?
Oh my gosh.
I'm like, what the fuck, right?
Wow.
So then I get home and everything and I'm thinking about it, right? So I Google, can't believe I'm going to say this one here. So I Googled How to Lie with Statistics book. Right? I heard about it, but I didn't look into it yet, right? Remember there's that famous picture Bill Gates taking a picture with the book, right?
Yeah.
So I go to look up Google the book, all right? So you know how when you Google like a book, that'll be the first thing that comes up?
Yeah.
And then next to it will be like the second thing, I guess, related to that book.
Usually it's Amazon is the first and buy this book now kind of deal. Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I guess to make sure they got it covered, they like do other books or books that were searched with that book or whatever, right?
Yeah, right.
Okay, so I don't know if you people are gonna be able to see this. So when I Googled it, right? No, you can't. Okay, when I Googled it, right? The first book that comes up in the picture is How to Lie with Statistics.
Sorry.
Is that you? Okay.
That was me.
The FBI is watching us. They are. So anyway, so the first book recommendation that comes up is How to Lie with Statistics, right? In the first little square. And then in the second little square, guess what? Here's the name of the book. I swear I'm not making it up. I could post the screenshots if you want. The second book related to it, right, is called Have Your Cum and Eat It Too.
Really?
With that ancient Greek god with the big penis. I forget his name. It's like phallus.
Which one is that?
Pan?
I wish you could say, oh, can you see it?
Pan? It's got to be Pan. Yeah, that's Pan. Wow.
Yeah,
Have Your Cum and Eat It Too was the second recommendation. Okay, wait. And then the first famous person name that comes up associated is Bill Gates. And I was like, I love the internet. It made my day. Yeah. So I just thought that was funny.
What was your search again? What was it?
How to Lie with Statistics. That book. I was trying to find the book. I literally
How the
I
fuck did they
Googled
come
How
up with
to
that
Lie with
from that?
Statistics book. That's what I Googled. And the first recommendation was that, but the second recommendation was read it too. And I was like, what the frick? And wait, given the title, dude, so the description of the book, because I had to say, well, what the hell's that book about, right?
Right.
So I had to do that. And so it's about two Mormon missionaries that are sent to Napoli, whatever.
Mhm.
They're sent there on to,
Right.
you know, spread Christianity, whatever. And they fall in love with each other, but you know, oh, the religion doesn't like gay people, you know what I mean? That kind of thing.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
And then it says something like there's an earthquake, and will their love stand the test against whatever? And I'm like, what the fuck does the earthquake have to do with the whole Yeah, but hey, and it was written like in 81 or something. But yeah, I was, this is
By-
why I
Obviously by an ex-Mormon.
because it starts
obviously by an
sending me all
ex-Mormon.
kinds of shit, and I'm like, what is happening? Yeah,
Wow.
yeah. So I thought that was funny.
The shit that you find on a random Google search.
Yeah, yeah. I don't know what it has to do with How to Lie with Statistics, but I can relate it to Bill Gates. Yeah.
Oh my god! Wow. Mm. And on
God,
that note,
I know. Ancient knowledge, guys. I hope you got some deep wisdom from this one. Deep.
oh god.
Yeah. Yeah, so this was really weird, and we have to be more prepared next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's
We
full
should-
moon. Just blame it on the full
It
moon.
is. It's okay. It's all
They're all
good.
excited.
We're having a good time, and obviously our live studio audience thinks we're, you know,
Crazy, insane.
pretty much,
unprofessional.
right? Were they expecting professionalism from this foursome? Oh my god, really?
I know.
What were they thinking?
I don't even know how to say hello when it starts. Yeah.
I've got a good Thoreau quote here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This is at the end of Walden. I learned this, at least, by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours.
Wait, can you
So-
do that again?
Yeah, definitely.
I was
Sure.
saying,
No
repeat.
worries. Sure. This is like probably like a page or two before the end of the novel. I learned this, at least by my experiment, that if one advances confidently in the direction of his dreams and endeavors to live the life which he has imagined, he will meet with a success unexpected in common hours. What that says to me is that, you know, if we move towards our dreams,
Mm.
then the universe meets us more than halfway.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
It
sure.
really does. Definitely. Yeah. But you know, Walden is just full of stuff. It's just full of stuff. You know, the last line of the book is about awakening. It's I do not know if I remembered it because it's got my name in it. I do not know if John or Jonathan will remember this, but let me see if I can pull that quote up. I do not know if John or Jonathan will remember this, but all life is becoming, I think, is what he says. And last line of Walden. Let me just Google last line of Walden.
Yeah, that's like we're dying, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, because we, plus like we're in some weird death spell society. But why, like, ancient cultures didn't look at it like, oh God, you're dying. You know what I mean? They were like,
Right.
you're going on a new journey, like all excited. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And like you said, all life is becoming, right?
Yes.
So we're not technically dying. We are going through a lesson to become
There is no end.
something else.
Yeah, there is no end. Yeah,
Right?
we're
Becoming.
Yeah, everything. Death is just the end of one chapter, and then you start another chapter, and that's it. And you just go on and on and on. Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
but I do still believe in the whole, like, you get, you get to like Jesus level, Buddha
Mhm.
level, whatever.
Mhm.
You get your own universe. I'm still riding that one. I want mine. Yeah, it would be so pretty.
Well, that's what the Mormons say, that you get your own planet. You get your own planet or something like that.
Can
Yeah,
create
planet.
Yeah.
Yeah, but if you're totally godlike, you can create universes after universes.
Exactly
Yes.
what I mean.
Well,
But
manifesting
yet-
things with your mind. That's supposedly what the fourth density or fourth dimensional entities are supposed to be able to do, is manifest matter with your mind.
Yeah.
That's what the
Yeah,
gods
that's
do.
alchemy,
Yeah.
basically.
Mhm. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Right.
Yeah. Even the what is it called? The alchemist principles to
Alchemists,
healing,
yeah,
or something like
alchemists.
that. And even they say, like even with Bruce Lipton, right? Health starts in the mind. Everything starts in the mind.
Mhm.
Like
Healthy body, healthy mind, healthy soul. Greek,
Right.
ancient Greek.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why they were so much in sports and they really create. I mean, they were like very much in a healthy body in Greek. It was very important, and literature, education, everything was more in balance. Greek society.
Oh yeah.
Ancient Greek. Mhm.
Ancient Greek until it
Yeah,
became
ancient.
corrupted, and it's always it's always some kind of democracy, and it always becomes corrupt.
It becomes
It does.
democracy.
Yeah.
It does. Rome was a democratic republic too.
Yeah.
So was
Mhm.
Greece.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It-
Sparta wasn't, but they fell to outside forces, didn't they? They didn't fall to.
Yeah, they were conquered.
Yeah.
They were conquered.
Sparta wasn't.
Right.
And
Yeah.
and I mean, Sparta had slaves.
Conquered by Philip of Macedon, I think, by Alexander's father. I think.
Alexander the
Macedonia?
Great.
Yeah.
I think.
Alexander
Or the
Great.
Romans, one or the other.
It might have been
Alexander the Great's father was Philip of Macedon,
Mm.
Yeah.
and he's actually the one that kind of got that whole Alexandrian empire started, but it was just in like northern Greece in that area, and then Alexander
Alexander the Great expanded it.
expanded
Mm.
it. Mm-hmm.
He was a very wise man. Did you know that? My guru said he was a very, very wise man.
Alexander the Great?
Great. He kept the good traditions. He was not, because I thought always that he was like, kind of conqueror but actually he said he was a very spiritual man, and wherever he conquered, but he brought also a lot of good. I don't know that, but that's what she said.
So much,
That we don't,
so much we don't know.
There's so much we don't know.
Our
like
education, our education just doesn't prepare us.
A lot of
anything,
of
not,
persons, of his
practical life or spiritual life. None of it. It doesn't prepare us for anything.
No, for nothing. That's why we are lost. I mean, kind of, lost souls.
Yeah. Oh, but you know what? You know the whole as above, so below thing and all that,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and in the wheel or whatever.
Yeah.
So we when we were on the other side of
Mhm.
like the summer equinox of that 26,000 year cycle, right?
Mhm.
That's when the flood happened and all that. And remember with Noah, and after Noah, the lifespan of humans started to go down to
Yes.
75 years.
Mhm.
Well,
Mhm.
now we're in the winter, so our lifespan's gonna go up.
Gonna go up.
Yeah. So
Right.
I'm shitty enough to reincarnate here at least 2 more times. I'll get to live 1,000 and I'll get it right and I can move on.
I think all of us have incarnated on this rock many times. Many,
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
so too.
you know.
Now, I will come back in the golden age, not before.
I think some people say that that's an allegorical writing for DNA manipulation, genetic manipulation of the species. Maybe I don't have any problem with entertaining that possibility, but just maybe that our DNA will repair itself.
Yeah, I think so.
In another way.
Yeah, but that's
in a natural way.
Yeah, but if you really are extremely good in meditation, your totally DNA changes because you become more godlike. But you have to do the work.
I don't care how it happens. I just want it to happen.
Yeah,
I want our DNA. I want our DNA to be repaired and for us to, 80 years. Who can learn anything in 80 years?
In 80 years.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm serious. I'm 45. Seriously, I'm like 15. I really am. I know I am. I'm very not, I guess, naive to this world, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't like doing adult shit. I don't do it at all. I don't. And half the adult shit that most adults do, I literally don't know how to do. I don't. Yeah. And then I have to be embarrassed because I don't know how to do it like a regular functioning adult.
And
but
frankly,
I don't know
most of it is not worth doing anyway. Most of it is not worth doing anyway.
Yes, not worth doing. No, like Ann Jones says, I spent most of my education daydreaming. Me too. I was always looking outside of the window in school and thinking about other things. Mm-hmm. I know that. I remember that very well.
Mm. Yeah. Yeah, but that's what I mean. Like I feel like I'm just finally starting to grow up at 45. So how
that's
the hell
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Know your purpose and fulfill your life dream and all that when it's like literally I'm like in 9th grade. So it's crazy. Because I was even thinking about maybe I should try to go back to school, which I don't know, because you probably have to be like, eat like a case of donuts to get in.
Pretty much.
Just walk around with a donut drip to take the class.
You can do way better than that, I think.
Yeah, but then it's like half the shit they're gonna teach me, it's literally just gonna be me going and wasting money and sitting through a thing so I can have a piece of paper to prove to somebody else that doesn't know shit that I can work there. You know what I mean? Right. And
99 of the things you'll hear, you don't need to know or don't care about or know that it's bullshit. And then the one thing that they will say that's interesting, you already know that. That's basically it. That's basically so-called higher education as it exists today.
Yeah, it's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it is. And like you said, the only point is to get the piece of paper so that you can, go do whatever it is that you want to do.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I know that they won't let me in their clubs, Jonathan. They know I'm gonna see through the reptilian skin.
They know that if you get in get your degree in Egyptology that the game's up for them.
Yeah.
But what people didn't.
Will kill me.
Yeah.
But you know what? People who didn't go.
She's got much more to offer than that bullshit. Jesus. Yeah.
But people who didn't really go long to school, they're more inventive and more creative than people who went like to the university with their all pushed up intellect.
Mm-hmm. Look at someone like John Anthony West. Look at him. Look what he did.
Yeah.
He's a great example.
Yeah.
Never, he didn't go into academia because he knew that was all, controlled.
Bullshit. Yeah.
Bullshit. So what did he do? He gave tours. He gave tour. I
and he
would have
studied
loved to have taken
symbolism on
this.
his own, and then he
Yep.
ended up reading books, and he was a
Mhm.
big part in getting the Sphinx redated,
Yep.
and he never went to school.
Never went to school.
See? Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the most creative minds.
Yeah.
hmm hmm Yeah.
Yes. Mhm.
Well, you
So
know, you look
unschool
at,
yourself. That's what you have to do.
yeah, you look
Yeah,
at
like Gerard's
most
building
of
building a forest in the desert.
hmm
He acts like he didn't hear me. He had a big smile on his face, and then he's like, "Oh, it's on
You
mute."
can't fool us. We saw that. We saw that little grin. We saw that little grin. Little smirk. Sitting back there. No, I'm gonna pretend.
What's wrong with y'all? I don't know what's wrong with y'all today. Y'all need to go back to sleep, wake back up or something. Something wrong with y'all today. Y'all being crazy.
Yeah.
Gerard's
But
like,
I agree.
"The shit just went down because of you guys."
Well, you know what? Everything in the world is happening for a reason, and thank God it is. This world needed to burn, and just what you were saying, like in terms of education. It's a fantastic thing we realize that the most creative people are not the people who go to school. They're not the people with degrees. The most talented people aren't the popular people. Those are just the people with talent that are born in the right place to allow them to have the privilege of those particular things.
Mhm.
And so I think that is, for me anyway, it really is making me realize that we need an equal world where all children have 100% equal opportunity to become whatever phenomenal thing they can become, because our world is in big trouble and we don't have the brightest and the best minds working on it. Most of them are like drug dealers and in prison and in psych wards and everything else. All right, Susan, in psych wards, right?
Hey, some people in there are smart, and some people in there talk to oranges. The fine line between insanity and genius.
Well, we have a world that drives sane people crazy. There are no babies are born crazy. We drive them insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We drive everybody insane. And that is part, like, even now, right? Because that's why it's hard to not get caught up in the bullshit, because one, some of it's fun, some of it's funny, and then other thing is like, holy shit, we're like living in Nazi Germany 1927, 28, right? And like there's only a couple more years before they kick this shit off and no one's paying attention. So it's like you have to pay attention to it, you know what I mean? And I get sucked in, and it's like, you go back and forth, and like Biden, Trump, or this or that, and you get sucked into their game, even though it's a division game.
That's true.
You totally get sucked into it, you know what I mean? And it's just like, I don't know where I was going with this, but I don't know. I know something about
That's okay.
that's what I was gonna say, right? Because they, like, even now when it's like, oh, we're slowly admitting the truth that we were lying, right? So, but all of it is so conflicting that it leaves you confused. Like, it even leaves people that know something weird's happening confused, right? And you are so easy to control when you're confused. Talk about fear and stuff like that. When you're confused, you don't know what decision to make. So whatever decision the majority group is making is most likely the decision you'll make, because you feel safer in the group, right?
And hence all the misinformation, all the destruction of our history, all the destruction of the evidence of our history. Why? Because exactly what you just said, Susan. They want to keep us confused. They want to keep us indecisive and unknowing, and therefore dependent.
Yes. Yep. Yeah. And it's crazy because I used to be like dependent upon them a lot. Like I said, we all are still, and it was like if I just jump through another hoop, this time it'll have to be self-sustainable. And it's like, how brainwashing is that? Like they literally got you on this jump and loop wheel, and you think the next loop is gonna get you to sustainability and self-sufficiency. And it's like eventually you're like, hey, I'm just jumping loops. I'm really not getting anywhere. You know what I mean? And yeah, and they keep you like that. And it's like we were saying, like this little carrot they dangle in front of you, like just do this and everything will be
right.
Just do this. And it's like that with everything, even before whatever's happening now. Get off the wheel, people. Fuck that shit.
Hamsters on treadmills. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. What's Gerard doing?
I don't know. Gerard, it's been an hour and a half. We can wrap
Yeah,
up.
we have enough. I mean,
We've been
let's
weird.
end it.
We've been really weird.
What I'm
This shit
doing,
needs to end like COVID.
It's never ending.
how do you start the live stream and end it on the C word? You're not supposed to use C word, Susan.
Yeah, you started it.
C-word. Remember when the C-word was a bad word?
Be honest, Christine. She used it the whole show, didn't she? The whole time. She was probably just dropping V-bombs and C-bombs and Fauci bombs. And she thought she was dropping bombs the whole time, wasn't she? I know you're Christina telling me the truth. Jonathan lied to me. Go ahead and say the truth.
I called it donuts.
So, all right. Well, listen, that's been wonderful. Yeah, well, this is Susan, Jonathan, and Christine and Gerard with Ancient Knowledge. An ongoing discussion.
Next week. Next week.
We'll see you good folks next week if the zombies don't walk, if the asteroids don't fall, if the chemicals don't poison everybody, if the fire
Exactly.
if they don't release something else that's based in sugar addiction that y'all call something else, we shall be here next week.
Ice spiders. Don't forget the ice spiders.
Yeah. There was a lot of sugar today. It's like